Leigh Leopards 13, the B-Raw Brigade head to Wembley with another win under their belt, cementing their place in third in Super League. This was not a classic game. It certainly wasn't. I mean, Leeds Rhinos, what a week you guys have had. Blake Austin sold under the nose of your coach. That doesn't sound good to me. Rowan Smith has put a big brave face on that, but it just doesn't sit, does it, at all? It would appear he knew very little about Blake Austin heading for the exit. Is that the way to behave as a club with the stature of Leeds? I don't think it is. That should concern some of the Leeds Rhinos supporters out there. Whether you wanted Austin or not doesn't really matter. There's a way of going about things. I don't think that probably helped the preparation going into this game. Of course, Headingley Pape returned for the Leigh Leopards and he had a stellar game, didn't he? Lovely try from dummy half, showing his power, showing his determination. And of course, it was he who set up Tom Amone for his try as well. The front unit, yet again, of the Leigh Leopards, very easy on the eye. Amone, another 156 metres from 18 cavals, 5 tackle busts. Pape a try and assist, 4 tackle busts from him. You know, Mulhern again having a solid game, 45 tackles in defence, 142 metres for Robbie Mulhern. And of course, Kai O'Donnell returning in time for Wembley, 33 tackles from him, 117 metres, arguably one of the best second rows in the comp before, of course, getting that ban against York City Knights in the Challenge Cup. This was a gritty performance from Leigh. I mean, many people, you know, Adrian Lamb saying in his post-match press conference it was about respect. Obviously, the strength of depth, they haven't got what Hull KR have got. If they had more alternatives, would the likes of Pape, Mulhern, Amone, Asiata have played? We don't really know. What we do know is this has been a great week for the Leigh Leopards. Lachlan Lamb signing on for 2 more seasons. Brilliant news for the competition. Kai O'Donnell announced live last night on our special with Derek Beaumont on Super League Raw. Catch that on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page as well. So Kai O'Donnell staying, long-term contracts, of course, already in place for the likes of John Asiata, Tom Amone, and Derek Beaumont telling us last night that they're in discussions to extend them even further, which again is great for the Leigh Leopards. It's great for the comp. As for the Leeds Rhinos, well, maybe, just maybe this year they're not going to do the Houdini act that they've done many, many times before. Of course, Leeds, the pros of coming from behind in Super League, just sneaking into maybe 6th or 5th and then going on to the grand final. Is that going to happen this year? I mean, Nikolai Aledzki, we're probably going to talk about him tonight on Super League Raw Weekly, but, you know, Aledzki this season has not been that dominating prop forward that we've seen throughout the season. For example, Amone, who we've just spoke about, you know, he has put Aledzki in the shade. Normally it's Aledzki and Worms that we're talking about in Super League, but the emergence of the likes of Walters, Holroyd at Leeds, of course, let's not forget him. Tyler Dupree, with Paul Vaughan now in Super League, Amone, you know, Mulhern playing well as well at Leigh. You know, there's so many different prop forwards out there that at the moment, Aledzki's not really holding a light to. So, yeah, I mean, what's going on with Nikolai Aledzki? Certainly off form, only 99 metres in this. I mean, you know, he's normally a 100-metre man week in, week out, but not in this. Of course, McDonald's had a good season for Leeds. He was half decent again here. Jared O'Connor took his try well, very reminiscent of the one that Pape scored, albeit a little bit different on the eye, but equally as effective. But yeah, Leeds for me, I don't know. I just don't know if they're going to be able to mount a challenge for the top 6. I mean, you tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I am wrong. I just don't really see it. Of course, Myler now as well. He's going to be out possibly till the end of the season. I mean, it's been a shocking week if you're a Leeds Rhinos fan. Bad luck. Decisions being made that will have a bearing on this season. You know, maybe one eye on next season. I don't know. Maybe Austin was being disruptive. Who knows? I'm not in the camp. I don't know. It just seemed a little bit odd from the outside looking in what's happened there this week. And don't get me wrong, they were in the arm wrestle. I thought Cam Smith, yet again, as captain, you know, one thing's for certain, you know, you can always back up with Cam Smith. Smith again, 147 metres in this one, 38 tackles, 27 times he had his hands on the ball. Smith trying his best to galvanise his compadres on the field, just not quite being able to do it. But this was all about just getting over the line for Leeds, for Leigh. It was all about making sure they didn't pick up any injuries. Like I say, that Asiata one, will be keeping close to that. Word has it, again, Derek Beaumont, Adrian Lamb both saying that the likes of Zach Hardaker and Josh Charlie will play at Wembley. So that's good news for you, Leigh Leopards fans. So like I say, not a classic, probably more conversations about what's going to be going on off the field this week and on the field at the Challenge Cup as opposed to the game itself. But hey, it's one of those things. Leigh, well done to you. Another win going in the right direction. As for Leeds, real head-scratching moments. Shall we take a quick look and see where they're going next? Why not? We know where Leigh are going this Saturday at 3 o'clock. But then when they get back, they've got the Catalan Dragons at home. Now, the Catalan Dragons have beaten Leigh twice this season. Leigh will be looking to do a Salford. Of course, remember, Salford beat Leigh twice on the spin before getting a bit of retribution at the Salford Community Stadium. Is this going to be the same? Will they be able to basically chalk off a win against Catalan? Of course, Catalan, one of only three teams to beat the Leigh Leopards home in over 2 rounds. Of course, Warrington have beaten them as well once at the Halliwell Jones Stadium. So that's going to be a tough game for Leigh. Then it's Hull KR away and then Huddersfield Giants at home. As for the Leeds Rhinos, well, of course, like we said, they've got to start picking up some points. They won't give up hope of playoff places, but you know, with what's going on and off the field at the moment, is that a possibility? I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Warrington Wolves, of course, head over to Headingley next Sunday. Then it's the Huddersfield Giants away. Then it's Hull FC away, and then it's two really difficult games on the horizon. After that, Wigan at home, followed by Catalan Dragons away. They won't give up hope. Leeds Rhinos. I just don't think it's going to be your year for the top six. There you go. I've said it. I'm there to be shot at. I might be wrong. I really don't know. All I do know is that's the end of In the Sheds for another round. Round 21 is in the bag. We'll be back for round 22 in a couple of weeks' time as we say goodbye for now. Leeds Rhinos 6, the Leigh Leopards 13 as they march on to Wembley. Bye for now.